We all know that real estate is a numbers game. The more leads you get, the more closings you can potentially have. Now, there is a lot that goes into actually getting a lead into your CRM, let alone actually getting them to the closing table. But before we talk about strategies to getting them to the closing table, let's dive into how to actually get the leads into your CRM. Ergo, driving traffic to your real estate website. So if you're a real estate agent or broker and you are looking to get more leads to convert and join your CRM, so that way you can email them, text them, call them, follow up with them, build that relationship, then watch this video because I'm going to break down some key strategies that you can implement starting today actually, that are going to help you achieve this. First things first is let's talk about evergreen content. Now, if you've never heard this phrase before, you probably feel like content sounds familiar. I hear about that all the time. What the heck is evergreen? So let's break it down. Content, right? You can create so much content as a real estate professional, even if you're fresh out of the pre-licensing classes and you just passed the exam. But the key here is when you're creating content, it gets really tricky to sort of keep up with the Joneses and put out a ton of fresh content that's based on what's happening now. For example, a really popular topic right now is for real estate agents to cover: when is the market crash happening? Is the market going to crash? What market shift is happening? What does it mean for buyers and sellers? Is currently the same as 2008 market crash? Yada, yada, right? We're seeing that so much. We're seeing videos being created and photos breaking down and infographics and things like that, breaking down the interest rates and what it means for buyers and sellers. And this is great. If you are creating this type of content, that's fantastic. But evergreen content is going to be the type of content that is going to be able to live for years on end, right? Whether you're just licensed or very experienced, it's going to be able to live for years on end and continue to generate business for you without you doing anything. So if you're listening to what I said, yes, I'm talking about automating your lead flow. So let's dive deeper. Let's get a little bit more granular. I mentioned evergreen content. So evergreen just simply means something that can live at any time, essentially, right? So what would be an example of evergreen content for a real estate agent? It would be creating a video where you talk about the transaction process, right? What actually happens in it. Or creating a video explaining what to expect when you're getting a home inspection. Or creating a video where maybe you collaborate with a lender and break down the process of applying for a mortgage, right? These are simple things, complex things, whatever the case may be, right? It all depends on the topic. But they are topics nonetheless that buyers and sellers are searching frequently. It is tried and true advice that you're going to be giving because pretty much the same information that you would have provided 5, even 10 years ago is the same as it is now, right? What happens at a home inspection is not that much different right now than it was 10 years ago, right? There might be some nitty-gritty details that a home inspector would know about, but as far as the process for a buyer, it's going to be the same. So that in a nutshell is what evergreen content would be as a real estate agent. Now, this can come in the form of podcasts, videos, long form content, short form content. This can come in the form of a caption, a blog post, an infographic, an email blast, whatever the case may be. Now, the beauty of this is if you were to actually create a long form piece of content like I'm creating right now, and you talk about an evergreen topic, right? And then you utilize that long form piece of content as a YouTube video, then you post it on LinkedIn, then you post it on Instagram, then or not Instagram, you post it on your website as a blog post. Then you send out an email linking to that blog post. Then you take short snippets of that long form video, post it as an Instagram reel, post it as a TikTok, post it as a YouTube short, and then you take the actual audio from that video, post it as a portion of a podcast episode, right? That's a whole lot of content. And it's a whole lot of juicy, searchable content, right? This is SEO gold for your real estate website, especially if you are adding this to your blog. Now, remember, I'm going to explain how you're going to drive more traffic to your website, right? But the key here is having something to attract your prospects or potential prospects to get to your website. So what does that mean, right? You're going to create this evergreen content, and the whole MO is to send people to your website to get something in exchange, right? So either A, they are watching your evergreen content on a platform like YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, and they're enjoying this content and they want more from you, right? So they're going to want to sign up for your email list to get more evergreen content or educational, edutainment type content from you, or they want to work with you, or they want to see the newest homes for sale, and you've built a certain level of trust with them because you've been putting out this educational evergreen content. Now, what happens is you're pushing out this content on these social platforms. It then drives traffic to your real estate website. You start to collect names, emails, and phone numbers. Hopefully, you're using automations within your CRM in order to then uncover hot leads, warm leads, start to build relationships, start to email them, automatically text them, start to have conversations so that eventually you can be the real estate professional who's able to help them when it comes to buying their home or selling their home, right? So that is how you would use evergreen content. Now, there are two more strategies that we can use. And the second one is advertising, right? So the evergreen content strategy is really just you taking an organic approach, right? You are just putting the content out there that you created, and you are getting, guerrilla marketing style with it and just driving that traffic on your own without really spending any money, with the exception of whatever it costs you to create the content, right? If you hired a video editor or something like that. Now, if you're using advertising, the beauty of this is that, one, you can use your evergreen content in an advertisement in order to drive traffic to your website. Right now, of course, this is going to cost you money, but you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. You have an organic content marketing strategy, and then you have a paid advertising strategy. And really, it only took you sort of one go of it, i.e. you shooting a long form video. Now, the second or third thing would be you creating a lead magnet, right? Now, creating a lead magnet is such a great tool for a real estate professional to use in order to generate leads to your CRM, to your website, because what's going to happen here is this lead magnet, right? What is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is where you can actually put that evergreen content that you created, whether it's what to expect when you're purchasing a home, and you do a 2 or 3 pager where you break down in a PDF what a first-time home buyer should expect when buying a home. If you are someone who specializes in helping people buy their second home or a summer home, vacation home, creating a PDF where you break that down, or a video series that's private where you break that down and you ask people to sign up in order to access that video series, or ask people to sign up in order to access that PDF, right? So you would create a PDF or a private video series that requires signing up in order to access it, and it's evergreen content. And so what you can do is use this in advertisements and use this as your main call to action within your organic marketing strategy, right? So that is essentially 3 different ways that you can drive more traffic to your real estate website, so that way you can beef up your CRM, start building more relationships, and start to close more deals. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. We put out 2 videos every single week. And if you want more content like this delivered straight to your inbox every Monday morning, sign up for Marketing Mondays. Link is in the description. And trust me, you will become a better real estate marketer when you sign up.